This short video looks at the reasons why the smart entrepreneurs are investing in medicinal marijuana or cannabis right now. Hi, my name is Yvonne Jenkins, and I've been involved in the investing world for over 30 years. In all that time, I've seen the dot-com boom, the smartphone boom, the China boom, and the Bitcoin boom. I don't take to the printing presses too often, only when I see a trend or a product that can be truly life-changing to everyday people and investors. In fact, I wrote my first Kindle ebook on Bitcoin back in January 2014. It was called Bitcoin, Millionaire Maker or Monopoly Money. Well, it's proved itself to be a millionaire maker, all right. If you'd invested in Bitcoin back then, you'll now be sitting on quite a fortune. In fact, the biggest regret of 2017 for many investors was that they were missing the price surge of the cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin went from around $1,000 to over $20,000 in just a year. I think it's quite fair to say that 2017 truly belonged to Bitcoin investment. Now enter the biggest trend of 2018, and I believe that to be medicinal marijuana. It's pot stocks that will be the big story in 2018. I seem to have an uncanny track record of recognizing new investment trends. I first started paying attention to medicinal marijuana about 5 years ago, but then it was a niche product in a field dominated by big pharmaceutical companies. I feel the time is right to bring this to the public's attention right now. I keep myself right up to date with what's going on in this innovative industry because I know it's a huge new trend in the making. But that's not the only reason. I also know that medicinal marijuana is going to benefit the lives of millions of everyday people. And there are very few investments with this amount of upside potential that will also help millions of sick people. It'll mean a new way of life for the people whose illnesses are treated with medicinal cannabis, and a new generation of wealth will be created off the back of this. I want to follow the cannabis uptrend right the way through as it disrupts the huge existing pharmaceutical painkiller market. And unlike Bitcoin, this isn't a hugely speculative investment. It's tied to a monumental shift in public policy and the end of black market activities. And investors won't have to wait years for this sector to experience significant adoption by the general public. Many thousands of patients in the US and Canada are already benefiting from the use of medicinal marijuana, and a whole host of other countries, Australia to mention one, are rapidly following suit. Global sentiment is changing public opinion on marijuana. It has already changed dramatically. It's being seen less and less as a drug that needs to be locked up. As of January 2018, there are already 30 US states that have laws that legalize marijuana in some form, plus 8 states and the District of Columbia have laws legalizing marijuana for recreational use. The medical miracle that is marijuana is spreading quickly around the world, and for good reason. Medical cannabis use is now approved in Austria, France, Germany, Israel, Italy, Netherlands, 30 of the US states, Canada, Czech Republic, North Korea, Spain, Uruguay, Chile, Turkey, and Australia. As a society, we're realizing marijuana could be the solution to a variety of medical issues, while also providing a boost to many economies. Why medicinal cannabis? Well, for over 12,000 years the cannabis plant has provided humankind with food, fibre and medicine. To date, over 23,000 serious scientific studies have now proved its effectiveness and are demonstrating the medical benefits of this ancient traditional medicine. Medical marijuana can serve as an effective treatment for a lot of major illnesses, to name but a few: arthritis, asthma, cancer, diabetes, multiple sclerosis, osteoporosis, Parkinson's, rheumatism, schizophrenia, and many, many more. Against this backdrop, legal marijuana revenues could multiply 10 times over in the coming years. Fortunes have already been made by early investors, but this trend is only just getting started. We are now entering phase 2 of its development. The medicinal cannabis industry has passed the tipping point towards acceptance by Main Street and Wall Street. This is great news for medical patients and investors. The next round of pot stock fortunes will be made in 2018 and beyond. The huge state of California legalized cannabis on the 1st of January this year. Canada is moving rapidly towards full legalization this summer, and other countries are following suit rapidly. The time is right to make huge profits investing in medical marijuana stocks. But as with any investment, timing is everything. The legal marijuana industry is expected to be worth $40 billion in the US alone by the year 2020. As the medicinal marijuana industry is still in its infancy, many of the companies are still trading for well under $1 a share. This is one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, and one that could change your life. The stage is now set for marijuana companies to rocket. With just a bit of insight into promising small-cap marijuana stocks, you can claim a portion of the millions waiting to be made. In December 1984, you could have bought shares in an unknown company called Apple Computers for 44 cents each. Early investors in Apple have been rewarded with gains as high as 30,000%. And one pot stock I bought 2 years ago, Afria Inc., it's currently up over 1,000% and has plenty more upside to go. Amazon, Google, Bitcoin, all of these investments have made millionaires out of their early investors. And you don't need a large upfront investment to get involved with investing in cannabis or marijuana. Invest less than $5 in my ebook and I'll show you a number of publicly traded companies involved in the legal marijuana, cannabis and hemp sectors. These can all be bought easily online via your everyday stock trading account. A small investment in any of these companies of just $500 could make you seriously rich in the coming years. My Kindle ebook is called Investing in Marijuana, 15 Medical Marijuana Companies That Could Make You a Millionaire, and it includes all the information you need to make your investment in this dynamic and rapidly developing sector. The ebook explains what it is and explores how it can be used in medical applications and how to invest in it as an investment. The million-dollar question is, has cannabis got the potential to usher in a paradigm shift in our treatment of pain and many serious illnesses? Because if it does, it can open up a new era in pain management and the treatment of many other serious illnesses. Opiate-based painkiller drugs are a huge market worth over $635 billion. So you can see the potential if marijuana and cannabis-based treatments can take even a fraction of this market. And that's just one arm of this rapidly expanding sector. Recreational marijuana is also becoming a mammoth market. From an investment point of view, just a few pounds or euros, yen or dollars invested in it today could make you a millionaire in the future. Medicinal marijuana has been dubbed the green rush in the media. And as with the gold rush of the last century, this trend will make many investors very wealthy. It could even be bigger than the smartphone rush. The first part of my book explains how medical marijuana or cannabis works in the human body, and explains all about the compound CBD. This one cannabinoid, CBD, may be the greatest dietary supplement of our lifetime. The book questions whether cannabis can be seen as the new wonder drug, and it explains how it is being cultivated on a huge scale. You will discover what countries are already involved and which ones will be next, and who is already part of the industry. And it explains why some of the world's richest investors are trying to corner the marijuana market before things really take off. Plus, the second part of my book concentrates solely on where to invest right now. I reveal my top 15 companies in the US, Canada, Europe and Australia that are poised to make explosive profits in 2018 and beyond. You will get all the information on a dozen small cannabis stocks around the world that could reap you huge rewards. Plus I reveal 3 familiar names that stand to get a big boost to their bottom lines from cannabis. Already the founders of massive companies like PayPal and Zynga have put their names and money on the line to bring cannabis into the public and profitable light of day. Join your name to the list now. Download my ebook now and find out all you need to know. It could be the best $5 you've ever spent.